Welcome to the Alive Loren Podcast and the place of celebrating juicy, soulful living. And juicy, soulful living in terms of everything, a juicy soulfulness in the missing of a bus, the juicy soulfulness in the breaking of a favorite dish or glass. It's, kind of few things that have been in my mind and in my space today, like that reminder of being with the opportunity to experience versus the experience itself. Oh, I know. Sorry, I'm going on and on. I swear I need these reminders. So something I mentioned just the other day was, just that like having a ticket, being at the concert, as opposed to complaining about a particular song that maybe is not that appealing at the moment, but you're at the concert. So along this line as well was like shifts in thinking and perspective where everything changes. That changes everything without changing anything. So along this line, the idea with work, right? So I really, really love, I've actually put it as my signature at work. I may not get it absolutely correct, but this idea, so it's a quote from Mickey's, I think it's from the Surrender Experiment, Mickey Singer, that to do what is put in front of you with all your heart and soul, with no regard for personal reward, and to do it as if it was given to you by the universe itself, because it was. And I really love this and like leaning into that every single thing. And then Mickey also talks about getting to a point in life where ultimately like everything became the same. There wasn't this certain aspects were sacred, like the sacred and profane. It was like there's a sacredness to every moment. So whether it was just like getting up and getting ready for the day, or whether it was leading like a spiritual group, or whether it was going to work, or whether it was washing the dishes, like everything becomes just as sacred. To bring like presence and purpose, and it's not what, but it's just the opportunity of all those elements. And it's very interesting because I haven't finished all of it, but there's a beautiful series on like this whole kind of untethered soul at work. And bringing, even in the creating of an email, like that attentiveness and that presence and that mindfulness. Because I know, I have had moments where I've sent an email off to the wrong people. I've replied all, and some people are supposed to be deleted, and I haven't been fully present. And then there's this like mission to try frantically recall and see if people haven't opened it yet. And it's all from like a lack of presence, that every single moment has the opportunity to offer like this invitation to be present, to just create artistry, to do whatever, be it making a cup of tea, be it, that there's no distinction, and just something that I wanted to take ownership of. Like I say about leaning into this. And then I noticed, there's still this part of me that has this attachment around like, okay, so this huge passion around business as a force for good, and then this like so desperately wanting to work within that space as if that's going to be some magic bullet of ecstasy, of happiness, of joy, of contentment, of fulfillment. And it's so crazy because I notice that even though I have this as my email signature and I talk about leaning into, for myself, leaning into every moment. Sometimes when people ask me about work, it's not that I like enthusiastically chat about it, because it's always like this thread of, it may not be like exactly what I'd like to be doing, or the industry or the environment I'd like to be working in. So I don't seem to be like fully leaning into this, because if there's an invitation to live life and bringing that energy of, like joy and privilege and feeling so grateful to be part of something, it narrows it. If I'm only allowing that, if I'm writing my computer program that I am only going to be open and have a spirit of feeling privileged and grateful and dedicated under these circumstances, yo. So I just notice that when I speak about work, because really, if I can truly lean into it, then it doesn't really matter what the work is, because there's a possibility of being open and bringing a spirit of dedication and enthusiasm and artistry to all of it. So it was just something that I was grateful to become aware of, that actually to be just more enthusiastic for the opportunity, to kind of notice preference and not get so enamored with it and stuck with it, and being okay, just being okay that it's okay for it always to be there, for this yearning for something different, for something more. It's actually okay. But to take every moment, it's just yo. Just thinking about it is just that layer of, instead of meditation being this practice of mindfulness and practicing on focusing on the breath, letting go of thoughts, and then you have this meditation practice, and then you come out and you're into life. For life, like every moment of the working day becomes a meditation practice, because it's a mindfulness practice. Because throughout the day, there's opportunities to write emails, have conversations with people, and it's so easy not to be present to the task. Oh my Lord. If you want a meditation practice, it's like work is more of a meditation practice than just meditation, because the tendency to not be fully present and be thinking about, if I'm thinking of myself, all the things I still want to get done in the day and what I should be focusing on, and this message coming in, wow. That really, to actually then start engaging with life and our activities, my activity, will invite you, whatever activities you have, as they are opportunities to be present. And it doesn't have to be a separate activity. Life itself offers. Yeah. So I do want to definitely lean more genuinely, into this owning, just noticing when I'm thinking that there is a difference, that this deserves more care, attention, affection, and noticing when I'm opening and closing. And it's so that's a good one, definitely. And then also to work with the opportunities of mindfulness, of opportunities to be in the moment, just with the task immediately at hand, as fully as possible, without, the thing I didn't get to yesterday, the list of things that still has to be done, the other thing I should be focusing on right now. So, I think that's, was just grateful for the awareness and just the noticing. So, precious soul, here is just to more gentle awareness and noticing. And just being with the noticing, it's actually, because that was the other line I really loved. I know it's so simple. So this course with Donna McCallum on managing money around awareness, because you can't change what you can't see. That seems so obvious, but really. So when we can, each of us become aware of certain actions or activities or ways of being that may be narrowing our opportunity to really live more juiciness of life, be grateful for the awareness. So happy adventuring, happy growing in awareness. And there's a skinny smiling Cheshire cat in the sky tonight. Not a skinny cat, but a skinny smile. Until we meet again.